Mamu ina akwaba edeba enkasa TV native enche bia na the Minister of Justice the Attorney General Dominic Akutinga Ayine eba abontin ede nsem tudwa concerning the former finance minister Honorable Ken Ofuriatta. We church mu kasitin Honorable Ken Ofuriatta na extradition process no pema na epem so anya asem keto be se de as a case na mu aba den kakra de ntiana we say Honorable Ken Ofuriatta kope top US lawyers omu defending ntema adana aba den kakra. Fast forward to the United States of America, for lawyers of Honorable Ken Ofuriatta Ababonti Asia BBC News at the almost between and which in first of all, Honorable Ken Ofuriatta is not evading justice now. More evidence I trust a Chichimukwaya, the Attorney General and NDC Manukun at the politics for some person go Honorable Ken Ofuriatta Hufi. And yes, we put no good take components and some course or no Medamuina as.
And he's fully committed to answering for anything that he did when he was finance minister. There's absolutely no question about that. The question is he being given the rights that he's guaranteed under Ghanaian law? He's not. He's never been.
How so?
Mr. Ofuriatta was receiving a treatment. Mr. Ofuriatta was in the US. They knew all along. There was no purpose for issuing the red notice, but they went ahead and issued it.
Prosecutors reject claims of political persecution, saying the charges are based on evidence and thus the former minister failed to cooperate with investigations. The alleged payments of more than $1 million were made to SML without proof of performance under contracts they say were illegally awarded. But Ofuriatta's lawyers say efforts to engage authorities were ignored. Now, we reached out to Ghana's Office of Special Prosecutor, but they declined to comment.
But let me quickly traverse a little bit.
Okay.
And let's see, because he said he's afraid of the future. And I'm equally afraid of the future, maybe more than him. If you have an economy that is being run with the currency overstrengthened, not based on export earnings or based on any particular economic policy that is stimulating the growth and the strength of your currency, then we have a problem. Today, we are being told that the cedi has stabilized against the dollar, which is a good thing to me, but at what cost? The president and the Bank of Ghana is bold enough to tell we Ghanaians that $10 billion of our money have been pumped in what they call intervention to stabilize the cedi. They took the cedi 14 cedis plus something in January. 14.7 in January. Today, how much is it?
It's 11.45.
11.45. So in between 14 and 11, you are talking about 3 cedis. And it has cost the taxpayer and the people of Ghana 10 billion to reach this point. And within a space of 10 months, so the ensuing year ahead of us, 2026, how much is the government going to pump in to maintain this kind of thing? So assuming 10 billion is the benchmark, next year another 10 billion is going to be pumped in. This is a serious issue.
How is it a serious issue?
Okay, let me explain.
How is this a serious issue? How is this a problem?
Let me explain. Because Moro, if you have $10 billion,
yes.
If you have $10 billion, what would you use it for? Giving your priorities.
What would you have used it for?
Okay, if I have $10 billion in government, I will pay road contractors. I will pay teachers, I will pay nurses, I will employ more because I will open up, and then most importantly, stimulate local businesses, industrialization, encourage people to go into value addition, create more jobs, export more, and earn more foreign currencies back home. I will use this $10 billion within this.
In the 8 years that you were in power, why didn't you do what you are describing?
Okay, let me. You ask me a question. Let me answer. I will answer, but you ask me a question.
Hold on.
Because that answer will help us.
You would answer, but hold on.
Okay.
Don't talk as if you just came from outer space. You just left government after 8 years.
Yes.
You understand?
Okay.
Now, besides, today, You go out there and tell the people of Ghana that it's a bad thing to stabilize the city. And listen to what they will tell you. No. You came into power. Your vice president, who is now seeking to be president, came into power. One of his priorities was to stabilize the city.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
One of his priorities.
Yes.
Why did he make the stabilization?
Okay, let me answer. Because you kept on asking questions, so the questions demand answers.
No, they were rhetorical questions.
Rhetorical.
Not meant to be.
But even if they demand answers,
You would have to wait for you to land.
let me finish and then
give the answers.
you can answer them.
Yes.
Oh yes, on that score I agree with you.
Yes. Let me finish and then you can answer them. So you go and tell those who are doing import, those who are in the import trade, that it's a very bad idea that the city has been stabilized.
Yes.
You understand? Go and tell those who depend on remittances that it's a very bad idea that the city has been stabilized and so on. What is this? You know, not just that. Nasa, you're talking specifically about the cocoa board. A number of measures has been put in place in order to reverse the current situation. One of those measures which has been put in place is the suspension of cocoa roads. I think it's a brilliant idea. It's something which would help us, to take hold of the resources available to cocoa board and to redirect them, for whatever. That has been done. There has been a freeze on employment over the last 11 months, So the payroll is being managed much better than it was managed before. Indeed, within the last 11 months, the importation of jute sacks, which became just a waste, has also stopped. And so there are all kinds of positive measures, which have been put in place as far as cocoa board is concerned. Now, you are talking about the management of the national economy. Look, I'm one to admit that there have been no fundamental structural changes in the state of the economy. But when it comes to managing the microeconomics and so on, why? Who is going to deny that now the inflation is in the single digit? Apart from the stability of the national currency, inflation is in the single digit. You understand? The national debt has fallen, and so on. These are all clear indications. These are not things that we have to argue about,
Okay.
Good talk. Fine. Beautiful. I'm happy it's been situated well that the intervention by Bank of Ghana, one, importation, and two, remittances, as he just said. This is serious. Fundamental economics will tell you that your import receipts, when they are so high, as against your export, you are in that strike. You rather have to stimulate export, and then as much as practicable, cut down import. So we are putting in all these 10 billion just to satisfy importers. And let me give you one thing that you may know. Let me share with you. Immediately this government came into office, they organized a meeting between Gupta, the 24-hour